What's up, everybody? What's up, Joey? I am breaking it, man. Cracking into this sucker for myself today. It's personal box rip. I do have another one in the store. 10 spots still available. What's up, Super? How you doing, man? But I had to get into one of these for myself. I don't have any Series 2 yet this year, and I want to see what I can find out of this sucker. Hoping for some good stuff, but I can't just open it by myself. I have to open it live, right? Like, I have to get on here. Yes, your payments did go through, Super. I got your stuff all packed up here and ready to go. How you doing? The Pass is alive. Welcome. Good to see you, John. Ethan, good to see you too, man. I was going to show you, Ethan. I have a card that you might be interested in right here. Little Nico Horner right there. Patch came out of Panini. It's not in perfect condition. There is a little nick on the corner, but it's not bad at all. It's probably not going to get perfect grade, but yeah, it's sweet. Pulled that just the other day. Yeah, link for the personals. I'm just going to drop in, well, let me see here. All I have for personals is the Panini Contenders draft picks for football 2020. There it is. There you go, buddy. You know, I haven't even thought about what I'll be selling that Nico Horner for, but I'll hold it aside for you until I look at comps. Just throw me an offer. See what you have a trade maybe, or you want to buy it straight up. That's fine. Fall Creek, good to see you, man. Sheboygan, bro. Yeah. Lux would have been better, but you know, Ethan likes that. He collects Horner. I think that's part of his PC. So. Oh, these are a few cards that I picked up from my last PSA submission. So these were just comps. That's why I put these sticky notes on here, trying to figure out what the comps were for them. I like Nolan Arenado, Matt Williams, Charlie Blackmon, and any Big Four rookie, really, from the last few years. So I got Nico Horner, came in as a 9. This one's sweet. This is an Austin Riley gold to 50 chrome refractor. That came back at 10. I was pretty excited about that one. But there aren't really, there's like no comps for him except for autos. I wish it was autoed, because the auto goes for like $300. So I just cut that in half for a Gem Mint 10 not autoed. And that's pretty standard. Here I got the Nick Senzel touching cap. That came back a Gem Mint 10. That's a nice short print right there. And the only other sports one I have in the background is Lamar Jackson Rookie Wave. That came back a PSA 10 also. That's got about a $100 comp. I have an Aquino Turkey Red, but I don't think that would cut it. Yeah, I already have the Aquino Turkey Red. But don't worry, man. I'll just hold it aside for you, and I'll send it if you get into one of my breaks. I'll just send it with whatever your buy-in is. And consider it my gift to you, my friend. I don't really collect Nico Horner. I do have quite a few Nico Horner cards. In fact, let me go grab my little Since you're here, let me grab my Nico Horners. This can't be all of them. See, I've been sorting through and setting them aside as I come across them, but I only found 3 here in that little stack that I had. And I know I have way more than that. So, I'll have to check them later. Oh, that's my hope, man. Let's crack into this sucker and see what we can get. I really, really want a nice Luis Robert short print. That's the reason why I'm opening this. I mean, I do like Series 1, Series 2, and Update Series. I try to collect the whole set of each one. But I don't want to spend too much money on Series 2 because you only have one real high-value card in there. But it is Luis Robert, and he is part of my PC. So, gonna crack into this sucker. First, we've got the Chrome cards on top. The silver packs, I mean. You do get 2 Chrome, Decade's Best, and then you got 2 silver packs, Series 2. I'm going to save those because I don't know if you remember, but I pulled a Fernando Tatis out of one of the silver packs, and that was legit. Yeah, man, I got a ton of Nico Horners too, but I don't know why I had such a tough time finding them. I know that I have way more than that, so I'll have to keep looking. Yeah, I would love... Wait, it's the SSSP? So there's an SP and an SSP, but there's an SSSP as well. What's that one? Thank you, this is the breaks. Just pulled a Dubon Orange Auto out of Big League, numbered to 99. Nice. 99. Big League is not the greatest set that I've seen this year, but it's priced well. And if you can find some good stuff out of it, there you go. It's a 3-player card, huh? SSSP. Super. Can you drop a link of it? Alright, let's get to it. If you guys see any SPs or SSPs or SSSPs, please let me know. Should have put my phone in Do Not Disturb mode. There we go. Man, it's just been horizontal cards. After horizontal card, after horizontal. There we go. Finally get some vertical. What's up, Parker Card Breaks? How you doing, man? Sin Shu Chu. Adam Hasley. Rookie Stars card with Bichette, Jordan, and Robert. Whew. That would be sweet. Or a gold decades, or a, what is it? Gold celebration of, what are they called? Celebration of the decades. I think they turn the SSP and the SPs in the pack backwards so you will know. Yeah, I think so too, although I've seen a few pulled that were not turned backwards. So. Rios. I've seen a lot of this opened already, so I'm going to go fairly quick through it, just looking for the big hits. Get 1 auto and 2 relic cards per box, I believe, on this, which is pretty sweet. Kyle Freeland, there's a hometown boy right there. This guy's from Denver. Pitching for the Rockies. There we go. I got one already. Lou Gehrig. Lou Gehrig. Now, what's the difference between the SP and the SSP as far as numbering? This one's 16. 16 on the numbering. You can see right there. It's fishing. That's pretty cool, man. I like that card. Sheboygan. Holy cow. That is a sweet looking card. Lou Gehrig. I don't think I have any Lou Gehrig cards, much less a short print. 16 is SSP, so that's a super short print of Lou Gehrig first pack. Sweet. Man, that's awesome. That's a perfect card for a Colorado boy like myself. All right, then we got a gold Adam Hasley. Corey Kluber. 2010's Decade Best. Ooh, and a Ronald Acuna, the 2030 card. Rod Carew and Ronald Acuna. I'm going to do a little bit of sorting as we go through this because I don't want to have to sort all these out. So my base over here, 1 in 254 packs. Wow, for an SSP. Well, that's an awesome SSP, but that probably means I'm not going to be getting a Luis Robert. You're in Colorado also. Where are you at? This is the breaks. Probably $50 raw. Yeah, man, that'd be nice. I'll go ahead and throw this thing into an eBay, or no, not an eBay, my goodness, a PSA submission. I have a huge PSA submission that's going in, and it's going to be my last one before my subscription with PSA runs out, and then I think I'm going to switch over to SGC. And they average $3 to $4. Yeah, it's not a very expensive card, although I do want to show you on that Nico. It is numbered, so I don't know if you were looking at the right comp. It's numbered out of 250, 187 of 250. So it's the Prism, I believe. Yeah, Prism parallel or not? Will they call that a parallel? I don't know enough about Panini products. I've got to go through all these horizontal cards again. Truth, what's going on, man? I'm having a great Saturday, man. I decided to get on here and open myself a box of my Jumbo Series 2 because I bought two, one for breaking and one for myself, and see what I can find. We already pulled a nice little SSP in the first pack. Looks like SGC is a little behind, huh? Oh, that's same thing with PSA. What about BGS? BGS is the most expensive, and I don't know. Aurora, unfortunately, this is the breaks. Hey, man, Aurora's big. All right, so even though several parts of Aurora are pretty crappy, Aurora's a big, big town, so I actually think it's like the third biggest town in Colorado. Yeah, Truth, we did pull a little fire already. I'll show you. We got a nice little Lou Gehrig SSP with him fishing. I love this card. It's just so cool. I think I love it because I'm trying to get into fly fishing this summer, but it's been kind of tough with coronavirus. Everybody's shut down, and I don't have anybody that can go and teach me. So I'm waiting for the little lodges down south. They do like fishing stuff and teach you how to do it. I'm waiting for them to open back up. SGC is nowhere near as behind, and they're cheaper, right? I mean, SGC is quite a bit cheaper than PSA. Yeah, it is a gorgeous card. A Sheboygan for sure. Boom! See, Boom, I can't use Boom, man. I tried, but it's, there's too many people that use it. And they've taken it, and it's good. I'm glad for them. I gotta have my own shtick. Sheboygan. Thanks, the hobbyist. Yeah, it is a pretty nice. Joey, you're in the Springs? I didn't know you were that close. Wow, I was just up there yesterday. That's where I went up and bought these boxes at. Was at John Sports Cards and Collectibles in Colorado Springs. If you haven't been there, check it out. He's got good prices, actually. He usually beats Blowout and eBay. So, did I miss a Luis Robert or something? I don't think so. Peds, what's going on, man? Truth got a pink Wander out of Donruss 2020. I was thrilled. It's the small things. It is the small things, man. There's some cards that I pull that aren't worth a whole lot, but I just really, really like them. Urban, good to see you, man. How you doing? Welcome. Getting back to the old schedule. Lunch breaks live. I like being back on here doing lunch breaks. John is amazing. So you already know him. Yeah, sweet, man. I've heard some bad stuff about him on some reviews, and I just pushed that to the side because I don't believe it so far. Everything's been pretty good, but I heard there was some shady stuff about the picture autos that he puts on the wall. So like full picture autographs. Somebody walked in there and said they saw him signing them himself, which I thought was, How's the break been? This actually isn't a break. I mean, it is. It's just an opening for me. It's a personal box. Going through it. I do have another box in the store, though. Francisco Lindor on the 2030 card. I do have another box in the store that are going. So this is $16.50 for 3 random teams in the break. If you guys want to get into the break, $16.50 for 3 random teams. And there are... is there any way to tell? That's a good question. I could probably just tell you. I wish that it would show me. I mean, you can just go up and check the inventory on it. So if you, like... Yeah, there's still... It's... hasn't sold a spot yet, so there's still 10 spots available in the break. 10 spots. One spot gets you 3 random teams for $16.50. Pretty cheap. Pretty cheap. I'm selling all my breaks at cost because I'm not trying to do this to make any money. I'm trying to do this to give back to the community and make sure that you guys can get cards at a decent price, at least what I can get them at. And, you know, I'd just like to build my channel, get over 1,000 subs, and then work for tips, baby. So as long as I can... Tips. I mean, come on. I'm not really going to get any tips, but, you know, I just do it for fun. This isn't a money-making mission for me, but that's kind of going to be my route from now on. And the reason why I'm switching it up is because I tried to mark my breaks up, and I just wasn't selling any. So I was like, screw it. I'll just sell them for cost. People can get cards. I can get some cards. If the breaks don't sell out, I'll take the ones the spots that are left over, and we'll go from there. You don't feel that good, man. That's oh, you said probably didn't feel. I'm the chat's flying by. I got to catch up here. Wander Firehands. I went on to Firehand Cards and did a break with them, and they pulled me a sweet little Yordan Alvarez first Bowman Chrome autograph. I was so stoked, man. I don't have a yonder. Not a yonder, a Yordan auto yet, and so that's pretty cool. I got last year. Let's see, I got a auto of Vladdy, Tatis, Yastrzemski. I got quite a few. I think I got almost all of them. Who else? Pete Alonso. I did get Pete Alonso. ElkanonBreaks.com, yep. New World. Really not paying enough attention. I use the manufactured patch. This is Draft 2006. Manufactured patch. Evan Longoria, San Francisco Giants. Yeah, I don't like these. I've never liked the manufactured medallions, except the rookie medallions that they did. I really like the rookie medallions. Those ones were pretty sweet, but those are from Series 1. You know, these are gold, kind of shiny looking. Are they numbered? Nope. But we did get a gold card of Scott Oberg. This is a Rocky that I'm not upset with. Of the Rocky pitchers, he was on the verge for me for a while, but then he kind of came back and redeemed himself there at the end of the year, so I was pretty happy about it. Get Ethan to 50 subs he's asking for. Yeah, if you don't mind going over, giving Ethan a shout. Also, send some people my way. I think I'm pretty short, or pretty close to being at 500. Trying to get to 500, which is sweet. Boom, Longoria, huh? There we go, Babe Ruth, Warriors of the Diamond. Always love pulling a Babe Ruth card. That's a different insert, so I'll set it over there. Actually, I'll set it down here. Masahiro Tanaka. I was hot on this guy for a while. I thought, man, he's going to be the next big thing. And he kind of fell off there in New York. Fernando Tatis. Oh, I really like these 2030 cards. Acuna, Fernando Tatis. These probably have parallel versions too. Would be my guess. I'll have to check my orders here in a second. Wix.com. I built my site through Wix. If you guys want to build a website, Wix is a really easy way to do it. Very cheap also. What makes those draft patches worse is that the guys aren't even in uniform of the team that drafted them. That's true. They're in the uniform of the team that they're on. Best insert set this year, Elkanon. You're talking about the 2030s? These ones? I really like the look of them. They're very nice looking cards. Am I high on Rogers? Which Rogers? Have we even pulled I don't think we've even pulled a Lewis Robert yet, even a base. Better be a Lewis Robert in here. At least a base. Talking about Brendan Rodgers? Am I hot on Rodgers? I do have a ton of his cards. I have been collecting him. So I wouldn't say I'm hot on him, but I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. Yamaguchi, that's one of the big three rookies from this release. Wouldn't even call it a big one, though. Yeah, man, the 2030s are sweet. I do like them. My favorite from last year was the 1984 design. I like that a lot. 85 this year. I think it's 85, right? Yeah, 85. I like that. Oh, here we go. Mark McGwire. That's going to be a red border patch. Nice. I'll take that at Mark McGwire any day. That's going to be numbered to 25. Sweet, man. That's a nice little pull right there. Sheboygan. I do have quite an extensive Mark McGwire collection. And this will go into it. I mean, you know, Mark McGwire was back during my junk wax era when I first started collecting, and I just have tons of Mark McGwire cards. The Mark McGwire cards are all in okay shape, but not, you know, nothing mint. But dude, I'll take that any day of the week. I'm gonna have to get a thicker card sleeve for this one. Bear with me. I think the supplies for cards are costing me more than the cards. Look at that. Mark McGwire, first base, patch, 19 of 25. That's a good hit out of this box. I'll take that any day. Sheboygan. Woo! The Evan Longoria I didn't even sleeve because relic or manufactured patch. Who cares? Bang. Is that Peds? Are you gonna use that? Bang. Is that your saying? I guess I should put these, or this one with the 85. Those are 85 All-Star designs. Here we have a Will Smith shiny. That's a nice one. It's not his rookie. Last year was his rookie, but Will Smith, a lot of potential there. Catchers are in short supply, for sure, in our league. They're coming at a premium right now. George Brett, Warriors of the Diamond. That's cool. Thanks, Truth, man. I love being naturally happy as well, my friend. It is such a good feeling. I'm sober and loving life. All right, I'm checking the Wix order real quick because I saw some came in. Backed by some horsepower. All right, Peds, that's awesome, man. Yeah, everybody's got to have their own little thing. You know, Urban's got his little siren that he puts or he cranks out. Dustin Phillip, wow, he got quite a few orders that came in here. Boy, it's so laggy though when I have Streamlabs going and everything going on here. It's hard to check everything out. Loading screen. We have 6 packs to go, and I've already pulled some great stuff out of this. Holy cow. This is definitely going to be a box that was worth it, I think. Peds pulls fire. You know, I've tried to catch Peds streams a few times. When do you go live, Peds? When are your streams? Or do you just do videos? Oh, yeah, we got that group break. Okay. I do have that 2017 Top Stadium Club hobby box break. Possible Aaron Judge rookie in there. That'd be kind of cool. That one's $16.50 for one spot as well. More. Still looking for a Obama Brothers. That's kind of cool. Still looking for a Lewis Robert base. Diaz. Lamet. Which breaks? I know I got so much product that I got a lot of breaks on there. Hopefully I'll be able to get even more product and just kind of keep filling that store up so that I have constant breaks going. You know, I'm always able to have something that you guys can get into. And like I said, I'm selling all these at cost, so good for you. Good for me. And like I said, if they don't fill, I'll just take the other spots. It helps me collect, helps you guys collect. Just a good way to do it. It's how I've always ran it. Now, I want to ask you guys a question. When you guys are streaming, do you look at the cards through the camera or do you actually look at them physically? Because I look at them through the camera. Sometimes I try to, go down and see the condition of it without going through the cameras. Tony Wolters was a Rocky that I was really hot on. I still am. I really like him. Oh, that's kind of cool. Jordan and Pete Alonso on the same card. I don't know why Topps just gives you these as preview cards. I mean, they're not preview cards. You're supposed to actually collect them. They're a set, but they're preview cards. Dom Nunez, the guy I actually don't know from the Rockies. That'll go into my PC right there. The gold, kind of shiny. Tom Seaver from the 70s. Shane Bieber for the Indians. Ooh, and a Vladdy. Vladdy for 2030. I've pulled some good stuff in the 2030s except the Alex Bregman. Not a big fan. Okay, got into the Hobby Legends break. Sweet. 2 spots. Wow. We're going to be cranking on that thing soon. I think we only have 7 spots left. 7 spots left in the Legacy break. I just started live streaming a month or 2 ago, usually Friday and Saturday nights. Awesome. All right, man. I will check in. Going to be busy tonight, but maybe tomorrow. Sweet. All right. Mostly just hangouts. That's fine. I actually look at the cards. Interesting. Yeah, I look through the viewfinder, and then if it's a card that I really need to take a look at, then I'll go ahead and look through it. Ooh, there's a Lewis Robert right on back. That's a 2030 Lewis Robert. Finally, we got a Lewis Robert insert, but still, I'm happy with it. I needed a Lewis Robert rookie. I think that card goes for about $20. Sweet. Legacy football will be my first break on here. 7 more spots. Let's go. Yeah, let's go, man. I actually put that to a bunch of friends in one of my GroupMe chats also, and I think they're going to buy in. So we might be able to fill that thing up pretty quickly, to be honest with you. Yeah, technically we all look at it through the camera. That's true. I do. I love them too. I love just opening cards. However, I noticed that if I do this every day, just look at cards and open personal boxes, people go away because they want to. There we go. There we go. Because they actually want to get in. What's up, Striker? Welcome, man. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for showing up. That's a nice little Lewis Robert right there. Finally, we got a Lewis Robert base. Set him aside with my other Lewis Robert. I'll show you the hit we got earlier if you just joined us. We got the Mark McGwire patch, numbered to 25. That's a nice little hit. And we got ourselves a Lou Gehrig SSP. Him fishing. This is like gotta be one of my favorite cards. I mean, this is just awesome. I mean, it would be cool to get the McCutchen, the Swagger card. That is a pretty cool looking card. If you guys haven't seen the Andrew McCutchen one, it's sweet. Pads, you already met so many awesome people. I'm too deep, bro, into cards. I'm so glad I got back into the hobby and rediscovered this wonderful community. Dude, I started doing this about a year ago. Striker was the first break that I got into. Oh, Striker. The 2030 insert. I pulled that one too. So we got two Lewis Roberts here. Looking for a parallel of his. That would be nice. But the first break I ever got into was on Striker's channel, and he pulled me this card. I'm going to show it to you. It was the highlight of the break that he had done. It's from my favorite set, but it was a Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Green Wave. Green refractor. I got it back, and it's a Gem Mint 10, baby. Woo! Sheboygan. Thank you so much, Striker. That was a awesome break. And it took me 6 months to get this card back from being graded. So it took me a long time, but this was the very first hit I ever had in this community. And it came back a 10, so it was awesome. Hey, Andy, good to see you, man. And thank you. Yes, drop a like if you don't mind. That would be sweet. The jeweler's loop doesn't work through the camera lens. I beg to differ, my friend. I figured it out the other day. Watch. See, if you go too far out, it flips. But if you go real close, then you can get in there and see it. It's not great through the camera, but it's not terrible. You can really take a good look at the card. So yeah, it does work through the camera, just not great. Definitely not something you want to look at while we're live. Just go through cards like that. But I'll do that on a really hot card. Make sure that it's nice. Especially if it's really expensive, I go over it with a jeweler's loop really well to make sure that it's a good card. Yeah, it is a sweet Gehrig. The fishing cards. I love all the fishing cards. Are there more than just him as a fishing card? Come on, Andrew McCutchen, give me your SP. Stroman. I don't know how much that McCutchen's going for. Does anybody know? I know that was sick, Striker. It was such a nice card. I really appreciate that pull. And he kept it in such good condition that when it got here, I was able to send it in and get a PSA 10 out of it. There's a Juan Soto. Then Scott Heineman. I'm assuming that's how you say it. Heineman. Rookie card. Max Scherzer and Luis Severino. Got 4 packs left for myself. How confident were you that Vlad was a 10? Well, it was. I think it was one of my first submissions. My first submission was Pokemon. This was my first sports submission. That's for sure. And when I looked at the card, I just thought, there's no way this card can't get a 10. It was in great condition, looked so clean. So I was fairly confident, yeah. I was fairly confident. There's a few cards that I've sent in that I've been kind of iffy about that came back a 10. and I was kind of surprised about that. So, but yeah, my first sports submission, I was pretty confident in it, and I think I was more confident at my first sports submission because all my Pokemon submissions, I had just gotten 10s. I mean, only a couple 9s, maybe one. I got 1 6, I think, but I mean, it was just a massive amount of 10s. So I was like, oh, this is easy, just take a look at the card if it looks nice. Then I got a few 5s back from older sets. In fact, one of them was a Todd Helton that I was looking at this morning trying to figure out, how did this get a 5? It still looks like a 10 to me. So I have to compare it to whatever a 10 looks like and kind of figure out what the difference is, but I don't have a 10 in it. That was a Todd Helton USA Team 1993 rookie, which is pretty sweet. But yeah, usually, if I'm sending a card in that isn't going in a bulk submission, I'm going to look over that card pretty well, because it's going to cost me $20 to have that card graded. And I'm going to make sure that card's going to get me a decent grade coming back. Otherwise, it's not worth it. Unless I do a bulk submission, then I'm not nearly as strict with what I send in. I probably should be, but PSA was doing bulk submissions down to $8 a card. Then they went up to $9 a card. Now they're up to $12.50 a card. So they just keep going up. Jason, good to see you, my friend. El Kebab. I have a friend named Bob. I should start calling him that. What's up, El Kebab? McMahon. Terrell, Taylor. Oh, there we go. Shane Bieber for the Indians. That's going to be our auto. Shane Bieber, and it's the 85 design. It's not numbered or anything, but hey, I'll take it. Not a phenomenal person to get an auto from. I was hoping for some more fire than that, but hey, I still got that Mark McGwire to 25, so I'm pretty pleased. Sheboygan. But I have noticed that the autos, they're kind of tough to get something really, really nice out of. Michael Lorenzen. Although the last time that I pulled fire out of a jumbo box, ooh, look at this. Got a Mike Trout behind this. Yes, it's an on-card auto, so that's nice. Player of the Decade, Mike Trout. Ballot Bonanza. I have not seen this insert yet. Why was it flipped around? It's not numbered or anything. Interesting. So that's a new insert that I haven't seen before. Player of the Decade. Buster Posey. And then a Pete Alonso 2030. We're getting all the fire from 2030s. That's sweet. I'll show you the silver pack card that I pulled out of my last jumbo that I opened. I've showed this card before, but it's such a cool card that I have to show it again. Yeah, Shane Bieber's not too shabby. He's not a high-end card. It's probably a middle-of-the-road auto. It's not bad. But I pulled this out of a 2019 Top Silver pack. Fernando Tatis. Gem Mint 10. An 8 on the auto. I shouldn't have had him grade the auto. I learned this is my first auto submission, and I learned don't have him grade the autos because, the odds of you getting a 10 on 10 are so low. Especially, now I know what to look for a little bit with a sticker auto. If they go off the sticker at all, it's going to make the auto come down. So I shouldn't have had the auto graded. But I pulled this out of a silver pack on Jumbo Update, I believe, 2019 Update. And it's 3 of 5. What a low number card. This is probably one of the most valuable cards in my collection, besides my Ted Williams. So I was pretty stoked on that one. Sheboygan. Yeah, this is the one I was trying to tell you about, Striker, in your stream, but I could never show you because I'm not a moderator, so I wanted to drop a link. But glad you're here. 3 of 5, Fernando Tatis. If I were to do it again, I wouldn't have had the auto graded, but still a Gem Mint 10 card. Was super stoked about that, man. Woo! All the believers. Void Start, welcome, man. Yeah, I do like the 2030 inserts. I'm not sure they're my favorite inserts. Maybe they are. I don't know. I haven't found one that I like more. Although I did like, from this year, yes. Last year, I really liked the 84 design inserts. Those were so sweet. I think I liked them so much because of this card. This was one of the 84 designs, and whoo! Whoo! Roof! Yeah, the Alonso. Love the Alonso. I like that there's all the big names that I got from last year. So good second year cards from all the big four rookies so far, which I really like. That's kind of my new PC strategy. I'm just going to select 4 rookies. There's a Rockies card that'll go into my PC. I'm going to select the 4 big rookies from the year. Try to collect the best of those 4. Usually, in my opinion, that's Topps Chrome. I really like Topps Chrome series. So I'm going to try and collect all of those, get them graded, and then have a nice collection of the big 4 rookies from every year. So selecting my top 4 and going with them. This year, Luis Robert, Yordan Alvarez, Gavin Lux, Bo Bichette. Those are my top 4. I think those are a lot of people's top 4. Ender Inciarte. We haven't hit a SP or an SSP in a while. It'd be nice to hit another one. I love 84 for obvious reasons. Is the obvious reason that you were born in 84? Next year's throwback insert set. Yeah, it'd be 86 next year. I believe, because they just go year by year. Here's home run challenge cards. Now, Topps said they were suspending these. I have a ton of home run challenges, so I'm really hoping that we get a season this year because I want to try for these. I've never tried on them before, and I have a bunch of them. Just a bunch. But yeah, they have suspended it, and hopefully it'll start when the season starts. Here we got another Mike Trout of Decade's Best. Why was the other one flipped around, I'm wondering? Is it short print? Are the numbers different? I'm going to take a look. Born in 82. Obvious for my PC reasons for 84 and 87 is when I started collecting. I gotcha. Yeah, I started collecting long before I knew I was collecting. My parents started buying me cards when I was just a baby. That one's 137, 137. So they're not any kind of a short print or anything. Interesting. Nomar Mazara. Dylan Bentenses. Look at this. They have these shiny ones that are gold and then shiny ones that are like regular silver, then bronze. They have like a bunch of different looks. The gold cards, these aren't shiny, but I put them in the same pile. But then they've got these like shiny gold border, which I think is pretty cool looking. Maybe they just do that for rookies. Both of those are rookies. Let's see, do I have any others? No, this one's gold too, and it's not, it's a team card. Hasley's not a rookie. Interesting. Rainbow foil. Yeah, that's what they're called. There's a second Trout in there. Player of the decade. I'm getting a lot of these Trouts. Usually when you have Trout inserts like that, they're not worth much at all. Nice, and a Gavin Lux rookie. Look at this. The 2030s are coming through for me. Luis Robert and Gavin Lux. He's a hot rookie. I'll tell you that. Sweet. I'm happy about that card. I think I started collecting in like 84. No, I'm sorry. 80. My parents started buying me cards in 87. Yeah, I think it was 87 as well. I was like 2 years old. And I didn't start buying cards basically until I was probably 10. And at that time, I got some baseball cards, but I was getting a lot of Pokemon. My mom convinced me the Pokemon were evil because she was pretty religious. So I burned them all in my backyard in this little fire pit that we had. And what a bummer. I went back and started collecting Pokemon again, and now I've got a pretty legit collection. I only collect Charizards. He's the only one I care about. But I have a sweet Charizard collection of some pretty high-end cards. All in PSA 10 now as well. And they've all been cards that I've pulled. I haven't bought an individual or single card yet. There's a second Lewis Robert. Now we're starting to get somewhere. Second Lewis Robert base. Sweet. It's my third Lewis Robert of the box. Tucker. Galvis. Smith. Kopech. I have some Kopechs getting graded right now from Chrome. His rookie cards. Well, not getting graded. They're in the submission that's going to go in. I was 5 when I bought my first pack and pulled my boy Donnie from a pack of 87 tops. I was hooked. That's awesome, man. I think, yeah, I didn't get hooked really on collecting until last year. And once I started finding these channels on here, I was looking around. I found Big Breakers first and was like, man, I can't afford any of those. And so I just kind of followed the YouTube rabbit hole, as you guys know. And that led me to Striker's site. And that's where I got into my first break and got my first big pull, which was that Vladdy. And ever since then, I've just been hooked. I mean, I was like, what? This is so easy. I paid very little for this break and got a huge card. And a Bo Bichette. Look at that. Man, I'm pulling all the big rookies this year on those 2030s. Boy, those inserts are saving me, man. I really like them. Yeah, the insert's always the last card, I think, right? Or that 2030 insert. Sheboygan. Still have the silver packs. I'm really hoping for an auto out of the silver packs. That would be cool. But not likely. Chattown, nice to see you too, man. How you been? Welcome to the stream. We're just going through a personal box of Series 1. I do have breaks on the site as well, elkanonbreaks.com. I've got a jumbo break. I've got or Series 2 jumbo break. I've got a Series 2 hobby break. I've got Legacy, 2020 Legacy break. I've got a 2017 Stadium Club break. 2020 Prism break. 2019 Topps Chrome break. That one's kind of expensive because those Topps Chrome boxes have gone up so much. Yeah, I did get one SP, man, so far. The Lou Gehrig Fishing. It's SSP. It's a sweet card. Lou Gehrig. Hello, Ottavino. Kaiboom, Canning, Kane, Bogarts, Rodriguez, Lopez, Zook, Sheffield, DeJong, D. Gordon, Brian Reynolds. Got a lot of sorting to do after this opening, my goodness. But the sorting's important. I want to go and find out what I still need and if I need to buy into any breaks. Oh, look at that. There's a black card back there. Black border. That's going to be a Roberto Alomar from the Blue Jays. Very nice. Are these black ones numbered? No. Oh, yeah, they are. To 299. Black border. Roberto Alomar. That's kind of a cool card. I also have a Roberto Alomar collection. I have a collection of a lot of older players that I'm not sure what to do with. Do I sell them? Do I keep them? Do I wait? I don't know what to do. Luckily, there's not that many, so I should probably just hold on to them. I've put them all in binders so far. Pretty sweet. Dallas Keuchel. I always liked his beard. It's Josh Hader. That's the first time I've seen this insert out of this box. BA allowed 1.55. It's low. That guy always tore the Rockies up when he'd play against us. Just tore us up. It was brutal. And a Mike Trout on the 20. Big names out of the 2030 inserts. Was that the last pack? It was. Last pack there. So we got one SSP, which was Lou Gehrig. I'll do a little recap here in a minute, but I want to open these silver packs. Personal Breaks pull-down menu isn't working for you. I think that's because I only have one product in the Personal Breaks right now. Now, like I said, I'm selling all these at cost, so if you buy all 10 spots of any of my breaks, then it's free shipping, and you'll be able to get, what do I think? I think it's 185. 185 for the jumbo box. So you can actually turn any of these into a personal break if you want. All right, now we've got the silver packs. We've got a Sheldon Neese, Noah Syndergaard, Eloy Jimenez. Love Eloy. And Hunter Harvey from the Royals. I wish they had just a box of silver packs. Yeah, my personal breaks, all I have is 2020 contenders, Panini contender draft picks right now. 2 boxes of those in there. Shun Yamaguchi. Danny Mendick. Oh, sweet. We got an auto out of here. Wow, I was not expecting an auto out of the silver packs. Abraham Toro, third base, rookie card. And Mauricio Dubon on the back. It's a sticker auto, but man, that's kind of cool. I wasn't expecting a second auto out of this box. I'll take that any day of the week. It's going to be numbered, too. It's numbered to 199. Sheboygan, baby. Woo! Now we just got to hope that Abraham Toro turns into a fire player. He's an Astro. Good thing he's a rookie Astro, so we don't have to deal with his... Well, hopefully they're not going to be cheating anymore, but that is a decent name. That's not bad at all. And numbered to 199. Holy cow. I'll tell you what, the silver packs have just been good to me. Been really good to me. Woo! Both my autos were from the 84 design. One from the silver pack, one from the other. That is a Sheboygan. A Sheboygan. Fire! I chased the silver packs trying to pull an auto out of one. Yeah, man, I really like the silver packs, but they get kind of pricey on the secondary market. They're really kind of expensive cards. Just to get a pack of them. Because, you know, there's so many autos and stuff in them. Willie McCovey and the Baltimore Orioles team card. Man, I really wish I wasn't getting team cards out of these 80s and 70s. But hey, they're still kind of cool. And one thing I've been interested in is why doesn't Topps, like this insert set for Series 2 is different than the insert set in Series 1 of the same design. Am I correct about that or am I wrong? In other words, if you buy Series 1, Series 2, and Update Series, are all the inserts going to be the same for all? Because that would be a lot easier to collect all the inserts. How often do I do these breaks? Is there a schedule? There isn't a schedule. It breaks when it fills. So the only schedule that I have is that I go live guaranteed on Fridays. Friday evening, between 6 and 7, somewhere in there, I go live and try to break whatever was filled during the week. The rest of the schedule is that I do lunch breaks live. So that happens between 10 o'clock Colorado time to 2 o'clock, somewhere in there. Kind of over the lunch break is when I'll stream. And I'm trying to do that a little bit more consistently. And if something fills at that point, I'll do personal breaks. I'll do, bigger breaks if they're already filled. So I'm probably going to be doing streaming at least 3 days a week now. And I went yesterday. I'm doing today already. So yeah, I'll probably do quite a few more streams this next week, especially because I've gotten everything kind of settled with my business, and I have some more time to be able to do that. So, let's show our big hits here. We got our Abraham Toro and our Shane Bieber. 2 autos. One's on card. This one's a sticker auto. Abraham Toro. But still, this one is numbered to a 199. So I'm very happy with that. We got a nice little Roberto Alomar. That's going to be numbered as well to 299. Black border. Very nice. Lou Gehrig SSP. What's up, Nina? How you doing? Welcome. Nice little Lou Gehrig SSP here of him fishing. There's more fishing cards, apparently. I didn't know that. Lowest numbered auto or relic I've gotten was from a break and numbered to 3. That's pretty low. What was the card? Because low numbering is cool, but if it's on a card that's not, if it's on a player that nobody cares about, it can be pretty worthless. Pete Alonso, Vladimir Guerrero, Bregman, Fernando Tatis, Acuna, Francisco Lindor. Yeah, Gehrig SSP. I was able to get a few Lewis Roberts out of this box. 2 bases and 1 20-30, so we didn't get any of the SPs or SSP. I looked up the SSP last night. Sold for $1,200. It's him running, so all you see is his back with Robert on it. And he's rounding second base, it looks like. And then got ourselves a nice Mark McGwire. Why do I always do that? Number to 25 on the patch. That's a really nice low number patch. I love its game-used memorabilia. That's always better than having one of these, which is a Draft 2006 Evan Longoria. I was noticing the card's also bent. It's got kind of a bend to it. Yeah, maybe it's not terrible, but you can notice it while it's sitting down here, trying to lay flat. So that was the box I had, man. That was a pretty sweet box. I'm happy with that. One of those Team USA sets. That's all autos and relics, I think. Oh, yeah. All autos and relics. Sweet. The best card. What's the best card you ever pulled from a break? Best card I ever pulled from a break. I don't know. I pulled a nice Drew Lock. That one's kind of cool. I think the nicest card I ever pulled from a break, though, is... This was actually a break from Jab's family. Show the Gehrig. Show the Gehrig. There's the Lou Gehrig fishing. That card will go get graded. Looks like it's in good shape. Corners, edges, everything looks nice on it. Number to 16 there. This corner may be the downfall of the 10. As you can see, there's a little whitening on the corner there. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not worth grading. Who knows? I'll have to see how much this card's going for. It's probably a $50 card, like somebody said, I think, earlier. It's a nice one, though. I don't do many breaks, so probably the card I mentioned was the best, but I'm more of a singles buyer than anything. You know, I wish that I was more into singles buying, because you're going to save your money on singles buying. You know, you're just not going to get skunked. You're going to get what you want. You're going to pay the price that you want. You know, you can always get into a, not that you want, but you're going to be able to find a, you know, competition and get something cheaper. But the nicest card I ever pulled out of break was from Jab's family. was this Ted Williams cut autograph and bat relic, numbered 4 of 5. I was just flabbergasted. I paid $130 for this break, and you get one card. And it was out of that flawless case. And holy cow, this came out, and I was like, you got to be kidding me. It was the best card he had pulled to date at that point. And he's pulled some better ones since, I think. But my goodness, I was floored about this card. Unfortunately, he pulled it right at a time when he was going through some stuff personally, so it took me several months to get the card, but finally did, and I was pretty excited about it. Yeah, that was probably the best card I ever pulled, but wasn't the one that got me into it. Oh, definitely worth the price on that. Yeah, that was at that point I was spending a little bit more on breaks, trying to, hope for something. The guy that was next, the next card, I believe, or somebody in that flawless break, I don't remember it. So they all paid $130. Everybody paid $130 for one spot, and somebody got a Cedric Mullins auto, and I was like, "You've got to be kidding me, Topps." I mean, Panini. A flawless case should not have a Cedric Mullins autograph. I felt so bad for the guy. I get Ted Williams cut auto and bat relic. He gets Cedric Mullins. Oh, poor guy. I felt terrible for him. Best card I ever pulled out of a break is my best card in my collection. 2019 Topps High Tech Trout Auto out of 50. Funny thing is that I have yet to hold it. You still don't have the card yet? Jason Madison, he's got a new video posted. Go check it out if you haven't yet. Swing over there. I'm going to check the store orders real quick. I did get a couple into Legacy Football, plus I had one buy-in earlier, so we have Legacy Football is starting to fill up. My goodness, why is this taking so long? Who do I PC? It's something I had to narrow down. So I PC big 4 rookies from every year. So I select the top 4 in my eyes. This year, Lewis Robert, Gavin Lux, Bo Bichette, and what's his face? Yordan Alvarez. So I collect those every year. I select 4 rookies, and I try to get the best card that I can of each one in a Gem Mint 10. Then I collect Nolan Arenado, or any Rockies really, but Nolan Arenado, Charlie Blackmon, Todd Helton, and my old collector, or my old guy that I collect is Matt Williams. I have a gang of Matt Williams cards, I'll tell you that. Oh, we do have some more orders that came in, so... Kaz, what's going on, man? Good to see you, man. Thanks for showing up, my buddy. I hope you get those cards today. That'd be sweet. Yeah, I'm a big Rockies guy. You know, the good thing about the Rockies PCing them is that most every card from them is very cheap to get, and you can get some pretty sweet cards. So I've got a really nice collection of Rockies cards, graded Rockies cards as well. And it's so cheap to collect that hopefully one of them becomes fire at some point. You know, Arenado, his rookie card goes for quite a bit, and I really actually hope that he leaves the Rockies for himself. Ownership seems pretty unwilling to go for a championship like he wants, and he would be better suited on another team. I just like the kid so much that I want him to win, and I don't think he's going to do it with the Rockies. I would love the Rockies to win, and I'd love him to stay, but it would help his career. It would help, obviously, my cards. And as a Rockies fan, we're used to big stars leaving all the time. Troy Tulowitzki split. So, got any more cards for me to waste money on? Oh, yeah, buddy. I don't have any. I'm not going to do an auction today, so I'll hold off on that. I'll probably do an auction midweek, maybe, and put a bunch more cards up here. But what are you guys looking for in an auction? Because I went and put a bunch of rookies out yesterday. I have a bunch of autos that I'm going to be putting out as well. I have some short prints. Series 1 Don Mattingly. It's going to be numbered to 50. Some Mike Trouts. I've got Baker Mayfield numbered. I've got a bunch of numbered cards also. So I've got a bunch of stuff that I'll be going through and auctioning off. Joe Pepitone. Got some Expos autos. So, yeah, I got a bunch of stuff that is ready for the auction block. This is only part of it. These are my current auction cards, so I always put them in a box like this so that I can know what cards are going to be auctioned off or what they're... it's just my way of organizing. So I get all those boxes from from Pokemon Elite Trainer boxes. If you buy an Elite Trainer box, then you can possibly pull, something sweet out of it. But the boxes are so good for sorting cards or storing cards even that I've got tons of them. And that's kind of the only reason I buy those Elite Trainer boxes. So I can get the box and I can get maybe some cool cards. Just kind of depends. Yeah, thanks, Truth. And all my breaks, like I said, they're selling at cost. If you want, a personal break of any of these, then you're more than welcome to buy. Oh boy, we're getting close on Stadium Club here. More than welcome to buy all 10 spots, and it'll be a personal break. If you buy all 10 spots, that's free shipping, so you're getting the box at the cost that I paid for it, which is awesome. We only have 5 left in Panini Legacy Football. And we only have 5 left in 2017 Stadium Club. So we're half sold on both of those. Sweet. Thank you guys so much. We're going to be probably breaking those, I don't know, whenever they fill. If we can get them filled today, that'd be awesome. I posted those on Twitter and tried to see if some people there want to get in. I don't have a very... big. Yeah, I can't do an auction right now, Ethan. Sorry, man. We'll have to hold off on that. I'll probably do one on Wednesday. Papa Kaz says, "Don't get overwhelmed. I worry about you, buddy." Thanks, man. But luckily, I've set this thing up pretty well. My store is connected to my shipping station, and I've got, a good sorting system. In fact, I'm much more prepared for it this time than I was last time. Any Hoskins or Harper autographs? I don't have any Hoskins, and welcome, Hoskins fan. Thanks for showing up, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't have any Harper autographs. I know that Hoskins, I don't think I have either. No. My auto collection is pretty limited when it comes to those big names. Usually if I get big names that I'm not PCing, I get them graded and sell them, pretty quickly. But this time I've kind of been stacking up cards and holding them for a while, and I have a huge submission for PSA to go in. But yeah, I'm going to show off my little collection here for a second. You're not going to be able to hear me, but it's all right. So if you're wondering what I PC, that's what I PC right there. I have some of my hottest cards out of that collection over here right now. The Fernando Tatis and the Vladimir Guerrero. Both PSA 10s, although the Tatis has an 8 autograph. But still, those were my two most valuable from last year. Pretty excited about them. I have that Alonzo Bowman in a 9, numbered to 250. Yeah, and I think mine's just a base set, so I don't have anything numbered there. Yeah, Nina, you're a Cleveland fan? Same, being a Cleveland fan. Yeah, it's not easy when you have a team that just isn't ever making a run at championships, and they're not a big market team like the coasts, New York or Los Angeles, Boston. Those are really big market teams. Although Boston seems like a small market team because Boston is the same size as Denver, population-wise. And it's only half the square miles of Denver, so Denver is actually a much bigger city, but they have the same population. But it still seems like, Boston's a bigger market. Yeah, I mean, that's not the best way for me to display my collection. I'd really like to get some nice shelving in here and have them all displayed without having them, doubled up. It's kind of difficult to see. Cleveland and the Reds older cards. I pulled a Eric Davis from the Reds. Clearly authentic autograph. I'm definitely not going to be keeping it, so if you have any interest in it, I'll show it on my stream once I get it. That came from Jaspy's. I got into one of their breaks, and I'm never going back to Jaspy's again. It's not that I don't like big breakers. It's not that I don't like Jaspy's. It's just that the odds are too... they set it up so the odds aren't great. And it's tough. You put a lot of money in because you're trying to kind of make up for all the crappy cards because there's going to be a really good card in there, and so they mark it up so much that it's just not worth it for me on the odds. So I probably won't be going back there to do breaks anymore. I keep saying that, and then I always end up in one, and it's because Jaspy's is on all the time. So whenever I want to go, I can just jump on, and they're definitely streaming live. So that's kind of nice when a breaker is constantly on, and whatever time of day you want to get on and start doing breaks, there you go. Yeah, I'll show it to you, Nina, for sure. I was so bummed about that break because I spent $150. You get 2 spots per team, or per spot. I'm sorry, 2 teams per spot. And I bought 3 spots at $50 a piece. So that's 6 teams, 14 cards. I thought, great, I'll probably double up on a couple cards and maybe get something fire. And I only got 1 card, and it was that Eric Davis. Clearly authentic. My PC is a small pile of any Devers I've gotten in 2 months of collecting. Very nice, Caden. I do have... Let me see. Where's my Devers thing? Ah, this is where my other Nico Horners are. This is where my other Nikos are, Ethan. Boy, there's got to be a better way to do this. Alright, let me clean these up first, and then I'll show you what I've got for Devers and for Nico. So I think the Nikos that I had in that little pile were just my... Actually, you know what? I want to pull this one out. Decade's Best. I have a system for how I stack these things before I sort them. Gotta pull him out. Pull him out. And I'm going to sleeve my Lewis Roberts before we get into this. How do I find live streams to buy into? So it's going down the rabbit hole. I subscribe to a lot of channels so I know when they're live. I go through and I check people that are in chats that are saying, hey, I've got breaks coming up and please check out my channel. That's kind of how I get started. And then once you kind of go down that rabbit hole and start liking all those, you'll get a lot of suggestions for other breakers. But Jaspy, Steel City, like the big breakers, these guys, you know, they're doing case breaks all the time, and they're usually pretty pricey to get into. Those guys are on quite often, and you can find them all over the place. So Firehand and Jaspys are kind of the two I've bought into a lot. Steel City does a lot. You've got what's his face, BITG. He's getting up there. Urban, Dave Durango, all those guys run great break channels. Now, let me sleeve these first, and then I'm going to show you. Now, this is in my PC collection. If the Nikos are in here, I think they are. Oh, I need to sleeve that Almar too. Yeah, I agree. I think Devers cards do look pretty sweet. He does kind of make it pop. Make it pop. Alright, I'm going to have to zoom out on the camera. Oops. There we go. Now your headache is over. Okay, there's a Acuna Bueller page. Here's my Devers. And yeah, I'm going to need to zoom in, aren't I? Hey, guys. So I don't have many Devers right now. I think I have a couple in getting graded. But his rookie there, just base, instant impact. These are all rookies, obviously. That one's from Gallery. So I don't have many Devers. There's some Gleyber Torres. Ozzy Albies. Shohei Ohtani-san. These are my Vladdies. Jimenez. A couple pages of Jimenez. Tatis. Alonso. Yastrzemski. Nick Senzel. Kikuchi. Probably get rid of my Kikuchis. I was hot on him for a hot second. Then he fell off. Wander Franco. Bo Bichette. Gavin Lux is my next one. There we go. Nico. Okay, so I've got gotta get the glare off these. So I've got the Turkey Red Chrome, Nico base, insert. This one's pretty sweet, the Nico Horner from Bowman Chrome. I was telling you about the patch one that I had of this, patch auto, numbered to like 15 or 50 or something like that. It did not sell for that much online at all. It was only 40 bucks. Nico Horner, this one is numbered, I believe, the stat tracker. Oh, no, it's not. Interesting. Then the Bowman and the Donruss. So I've got quite a few Nikos in here. And then any doubles I have them selling off, so I do have those Nikos if you want them. The Purple Lux May sells okay. Yeah, it does. Let me see. Yeah, I went and looked. It doesn't sell that bad at all. It's a pretty nice one. I got quite a few Gavin Lux. This one numbered to 199. Some pretty decent ones. I think I might have showed the Lux that I had yesterday. I pulled the SSP from Series 1. the turkey base and rated rookie, because rated rookie is from Donruss, and the the turkey base. Both of those I can set aside for you, man. Here's the SSP Lux I pulled the other day. That one's sweet. Stash, what's going on, man? You just missed it. We opened a nice box of Jumbo Series 2. It was a personal rip, but I do have another box of that Jumbo Series 2 in the store. But I want to show you the highlights from what I pulled, Stash. You'll like it. The one and only Bud Stoney. Nice cards. Thanks, Bud Stoney. Nice to see you in here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful and blessed day. Go Red Sox. Much love. Go Red Sox. See, I always kind of have a pit in my stomach when it comes to the Red Sox. One, my ex-wife is from Boston. Two, that looks is like 600 raw, yeah. In PSA, I don't think I've seen a PSA 10 one yet, but the BGS 9.5 sold for $1,200, which is crazy. So anyways, my ex-wife is from Boston, still living there. A, and B, Boston whooped the Rockies in the World Series. They just swept us. And it was not because Boston was better than us either. I still maintain. The Rockies swept the entire playoffs, okay? We didn't lose a game in the playoffs. So we had 8 days off before the World Series. Over a week off before we had to play Boston. So that's what I call. I still think you guys would have beat us, but if we didn't have like that type of situation, I think we would have had a better chance of putting up a fight. However, it was just a really, really depressing series, I'll tell you that. Caden just got a Donruss box a month ago. Got 2 Horner cards, Luzardo auto, Smoltz relic, and Sheldon Neese auto. I guess it was a hot box. Yeah. Yeah, that is a hot box, man. I've gotten a few of the Heritage 2020. I've gotten a few of the hot box blasters. And that's like a purple card in every pack, which are pretty sweet. But so this is the highlights that we had stashed from the opening. Alomar to 199. Lewis Robert 2030. A couple Lewis Robert bases. Got a Mark McGwire red border patch number 225. That one was swanky. Lou Gehrig. By the way, do you think that Mark McGwire's ever going to get into the Hall? I mean, I think once the dam breaks on one of them, like, they're all going to get in. Lou Gehrig, Abraham Toro, numbered to 199, and the Indian Shane Bieber, not numbered, but on card auto. So yeah, that was a pretty decent box. I was pretty happy about that. I definitely got my money's worth out of the box, and I'm able to put a couple cards into my PC. The Lou Gehrig will go into my PC too, of old guys. Sox greater than the Rockies, that is for sure. The guys have topped us many times. We just have our number whenever we play against each other. It's bogus. But hey, man, I understand where I stand as a Rockies fan. But, you know, I'm diehard. I went to the very first Rockies game ever in Colorado. Their first game that they ever played was in New York against the Mets. But their first home series, the first home game they ever had, I was at. And it was at the Broncos Mile High Stadium. That's where they played for the first 2 years until the Rockies Stadium, Coors Field, was finally built. And Coors Field is one of the coolest places to go see a game. I mean, in fact, I would say that there's probably only 2 other places that are pretty iconic. Wrigley Field and what's the one there in Boston with the green monster? What's that called? And that stadium. But other than that, I mean, Coors Field, and I would still rather watch a game at Coors than at Wrigley. Wrigley's dirty as all get out. But it's got so much history that it's pretty sweet. So, yeah, Coors Field, if you haven't gone and seen a game at Coors Field, you got to. It's just like a nonstop party. They even have an upstairs party deck where it's standing room only, and they just have like bars and all sorts of young people go. They don't even watch the game. They just go to party. It's crazy. And that's, I think, kind of been the problem I've had with ownership, is that they're much more interested in getting people to the stadium than winning a game. It's a bummer. The one and only Bud Stoney says, I went to a Portland Sea Dogs game when I was younger. Met Bobby Rogers, and he signed a #1 foam finger. That's awesome, dude. Portland Sea Dogs. What were they like? What rookie division were they? A, AA, AAA? I went to, when I was living in Asheville, North Carolina, I moved out there for 1 year, and I was a teacher. I taught pre-algebra, and they had it was a boarding school, so they had a dorm, and I was the dean of the dorm of men. And so they had a Asheville Tourists. It's a single A affiliate of the Rockies, the Asheville Tourists. I was so stoked because I was like, oh, the Rockies have an affiliate here in Asheville. I was like, man, I am going. So I bought season tickets to that, which was $5 a game for me to sit right behind home plate. So it was just me and probably 10 to 12 scouts with radar guns. And so I would sit there and talk to them about baseball all the time, talk to them about, you know, how they scout people, and it was just a lot of fun. They had this Throwback Thursdays, where everything on Thursday was the same price as it was back in the 1940s or 1920s. So it was like 5-cent beers and like 5-cent peanuts. I mean, everything was just so cheap. It was a really cool Throwback Thursdays. AA to the Sox. Oh, okay, so they're AA. The Paw Sox were AAA. Yeah, the Asheville Tourists are single A. I'm not sure I know the Rockies AA. And then they have the Isotopes, Albuquerque Isotopes. That's our AAA. But yeah, I don't know too many. I think some of the what is it, Heritage Minor League? That was kind of cool because the Heritage Minor League taught me a lot of the teams. I didn't know a lot of those single A, AAA teams. But what's the one out in Amarillo? They're the not the Prairie Dogs, but they call them something else. I gotta look it up. The Sod Poodles. That's what they call them. So, the Amarillo Sod Poodles. And what are they affiliate of? Yeah, Albuquerque, because our AAA used to be in Colorado Springs, and then they moved down to Albuquerque fairly recently, actually. The Sod Squad, Sod Poodles, AA affiliate of the San Diego Padres. So the Sod Poodles are a AA team out in Amarillo, which is just such a cool name, the Sod Poodles. Yeah, I think that's the like slang for prairie dogs out there. My buddy lives out in Amarillo, and he's like, yeah, it's prairie dogs, but they just call them Sod Poodles out here. I was like, okay. The hub of Maine, you can get there from here. Where are you at, the one and only Bud Stone? Are you in Boston proper, or are you in like one of the towns that's real close? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me know if you sell the Bieber. I will be selling the Bieber. I have no interest in keeping the Bieber. Shane Bieber. I'll put him in my auction. So I'll put this on my auction on Wednesday. Ethan, I will put the Nico Horners in that auction as well. So I will auction this card off. I'll auction the Nikos off, and we will say that auction will go. Do you guys want to do it at the lunch breaks time, like I do a lot, or do you want to do it in the evenings? Because I can go at like 6 o'clock here, Colorado time, which would be 8 East Coast. So, no, I'm not in Beantown. All right. I have to ball. Thank you for having me here. Thanks, man. I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, I'll be jumping off here pretty soon. And just trying to get some times down for when you guys want to do this auction. Chat Town, you out of here too? Oh, he's just saying hi to Stash. I see. Okay. Yeah, it's nice to meet you too, Stoney. I'm going to check your channel out here. You guys notice that you can't click on the avatar and go to their channel anymore? I mean, what the heck? Why did YouTube do that? I still can't figure out a good reason for why they did it, unless they're saying that there's too many spam people that are, you know, jumping in channels. And they want you to grow your channel more organically or something. The one and only Bud Stoney. Look at his beard. Dude, you should have seen me not too long ago, Bud. You're probably out of here already, but I had this big old gnarly beard too. Looks rad. Yeah, nice to meet you, bro. Thanks for stopping by. I got you subbed up there, Stoney. Yeah, that fishing card is pretty cool, man. I was pretty stoked about that one. So yeah, I think Wednesday will be the auction, and that's the one I'm going to sell the Shane Bieber in and sell those Nico Horner cards. So Wednesday auction, either lunchtime or in the evening time, one of the two, I'm not sure. Trimmed your beard down to a goat. Nice, man. Yeah, I took mine pretty much all the way off. Summertime came, it was a little too hot. I have that thing. I'll probably start growing it out here again. In fact, my channel card, I put a beard on my dog. I had him have a beard on just like me. And then my Rockies hat that I wear all the time. Although that hat got so, I think I was painting with it, and it got so destroyed that I have to go buy another one. But it was definitely my favorite Rockies hat. And hopefully I can find another one somewhere. I actually bought it at one of the single-A stadiums. Oh, no, it wasn't single-A. It was spring training. All right, man. Cool. Well, yeah, we'll do that on Wednesday, and then we're gonna have. Okay, sounds good, Nina. Yeah, that's not a problem. And if those Nikos don't sell either for Ethan, then I'll make a deal with him as well. So, I'll be in Daddy Daughter's card breaks of Big League tonight. Sweet, man. I'm going to drop the link one more time for my channel, or for my breaks. I'll click the shop, so I don't share one specifically. Once again, all these breaks are at cost to you guys, so not making anything off these, just trying to have some fun in the community. Thanks for stopping by, Kaz. Appreciate it a lot. Tom T, what's going on, man? It's good to see we're just about to break up the channel in for the day. Nap time, y'all. Thanks for having me. Yeah, Jason, have a good one. Much love, guys. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. I'll leave the chat up here for a few minutes, but I'm going to be checking off. And, yeah, if you guys want to get into my breaks, check out elkanonbreaks.com/shop. I did drop the link there. And if you want, if there's 10 spots left, you can buy all 10 spots and have a personal box break at cost to you. So I think we'll be doing the legacy break today. I don't know. I'm going to go on Twitter and try and fill this thing up. But since you bought in, I'll be emailing everybody when it's good to go. So anybody that bought into the break will get an email when we're ready to break it. And then you can just jump on and go from there. So, will that work, Matt? I think we might be able to break it this evening if we get enough. We only have 5 more spots left. I probably want one of those spots. So that would put us down to 4 spots. But yeah. All right, guys. Thanks so much for stopping by. Peace out.